Happiness isn't something you wait for. It's something you create every day in every situation. You hold the power to choose how you feel, how you show up, and how you turn challenges into fuel. This is your reminder that joy is not an accident, it's a strategy. Happiness begins with the discipline of directing your focus. Because the truth is simple, your emotional life is shaped not by your circumstances, but by what you choose to give your attention to. Every day, your mind is flooded with thoughts, memories, expectations, and fears. And most people allow these forces to pull them in every direction. They let worries decide their mood, let problems steal their energy, and let uncertainty dictate their peace. But the moment you take control of your focus, the moment you decide that you alone choose what matters in your mind, everything changes. Your mind is a powerful machine, and it follows whatever pattern you feed it. If you wake up believing the day will be stressful or difficult, your mind will filter the world to prove that belief. If you constantly think about what's missing, your brain becomes a magnet for disappointment. But when you intentionally shift your focus toward what strengthens you, gratitude, progress, possibilities, your emotional state rises, your confidence grows, and your happiness becomes self-created instead of situational. You stop reacting to life and start shaping it from within. This doesn't mean pretending that problems don't exist. It means refusing to let them dominate your internal world. You can acknowledge difficulty without surrendering your joy. You can face challenges while keeping your spirit intact. And the way you do that is by mastering your focus, because your focus determines your feelings long before life determines your outcomes. Start by noticing your patterns. Pay attention to what you think about most. Do you replay mistakes, or do you use them to move forward? Do you focus on what people lack, or what they bring into your life? Do you dwell on fears, or do you direct your mind towards solutions? These patterns decide your happiness more than any event ever will. The most powerful people are not the ones who avoid pain. They are the ones who do not allow pain to own their attention. Every morning, give yourself a few minutes to shift into a state that supports you. Think of 3 things you can genuinely appreciate. They don't have to be big. Sometimes the smallest things, your breath, your health, the chance to begin again, create the deepest peace. Appreciation immediately rewires your emotional state because the human mind cannot hold fear and gratitude at the same time. When you choose appreciation, you break the cycle of stress and open the door to joy. Throughout the day, whenever difficulty shows up, challenge your mind with better questions. Instead of asking why something went wrong, ask what you can learn. Instead of asking why someone hurt you, ask how you can use the experience to strengthen your boundaries. Instead of asking why the struggle is happening, ask what this moment is preparing you for. Your questions shape your emotions, and your emotions shape your decisions. Change your questions, and your life begins to unfold differently. You must treat your focus like a muscle. It grows by repetition. It grows by choosing meaning that empowers you instead of meaning that weakens you. It grows every time you redirect your thoughts from what drains you to what elevates you. And when your focus becomes disciplined, you no longer need perfect conditions to feel alive, inspired, or fulfilled. You become the source of your own happiness. True joy arises when you stop outsourcing your peace to the world and start generating it from within. And it all begins with mastering your focus. Because where your focus goes, your emotional life follows. Happiness becomes possible every day when you learn to master your emotional state, because your state is the foundation of every thought you think, every decision you make, and every action you take. Most people allow their state to be controlled by the outside world, traffic, stress, people's moods, unexpected problems, financial pressure, or even random moments of fear. They wake up hoping the day will feel good, but hope is not a strategy. If you do not take charge of your emotional state, the world will do it for you. And the world is not gentle. The world will pull you into anxiety, distraction, frustration, and overwhelm unless you claim authority over how you feel. Your state is shaped by 3 forces: your focus, your physiology, and the meaning you give to experiences. When you feel stressed or unhappy, it's often because one or more of these forces has shifted in the wrong direction. Real emotional mastery comes from consciously adjusting them, especially in moments when life tries to shake you. This is not about denying your feelings, it's about directing them. It's about refusing to become a prisoner of your reactions. Start with your body, because physiology is the fastest path to emotional change. You cannot feel depressed while breathing deeply, standing tall, and moving with energy. You cannot feel confident while slouching, holding shallow breath, and moving slowly. Your posture, your breath, your facial expressions, all of these instantly influence your emotional state. When life hits you with pressure, your first move should be physical. Straighten your back. Roll your shoulders. Take a powerful breath. Reset your energy. Changing your body disrupts emotional patterns that would otherwise spiral into negativity. Next, take control of the meaning you give to situations. Every event in life is neutral until you assign it a meaning, and that meaning determines your emotional experience. If someone speaks harshly to you, you can interpret it as an attack, or you can recognize it as their own stress spilling over. If something doesn't go as planned, you can call it failure, or you can see it as a redirection. Most suffering comes not from events themselves, but from the meaning people attach to them. Master your meaning, and you master your happiness. Then, bring awareness to your internal dialogue. Your state collapses the moment you accept thoughts that weaken you. Thoughts like, I can't handle this, nothing ever works out, or I'm alone in this, drain your energy instantly. But you can interrupt this pattern. Replace those thoughts with ones that serve you. I can figure this out. I've handled worse. Or, this moment is shaping me. These are not delusions. They are decisions. They are reminders of your capability, your resilience, and your power. Your mind will believe the story you repeat the most. So choose a story that reinforces strength instead of fear. Finally, build daily rituals that condition your emotional state. Happiness is not spontaneous. It's trained. A few minutes of deep breathing, gratitude, uplifting music, or even physical movement can completely shift the tone of your day. Make these rituals non-negotiable. They prepare you for challenges before they even appear. When you train your emotional state every day, you stop being reactive and start being intentional. Nothing in life is stable. Plans collapse, people change, problems arise. But when you control your state, you become unshakable. You don't wait for happiness, you generate it. You don't wait for perfect conditions. You create emotional strength despite imperfection. True happiness is the result of mastering your inner world so thoroughly that no external chaos can pull you out of alignment. When you control your state, you control your life, and every day becomes an opportunity to rise. Happiness becomes sustainable when you choose to live with purpose, because purpose gives your life direction, depth, and emotional stability. Without purpose, your days feel repetitive, your challenges feel heavier, and your victories feel empty. But when you know why you're doing what you're doing, even the hard moments feel meaningful. Purpose isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you choose, something you shape, something you commit to. And once you anchor yourself in it, your happiness stops depending on circumstances and starts flowing from a deeper place inside you. Most people feel unhappy, not because their life is terrible, but because they're disconnected from what truly matters to them. They wake up, go through the motions, handle responsibilities, and repeat the cycle without tapping into anything that gives them a sense of progress or contribution. The human spirit needs growth, expansion, and impact. When you stop growing, you stop feeling alive. When you stop contributing, you stop feeling connected. Purpose reconnects you to both. It reminds you that your life has meaning, and that meaning fuels your happiness. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It can be as simple as becoming a better version of yourself, supporting the people you love, building something meaningful, or pursuing a passion that lights you up. Your purpose is the compass that keeps you aligned even when the world feels chaotic. It gives you a reason to rise in the morning, and a reason to push through the difficult moments. When you're connected to purpose, setbacks don't break you, they redirect you. Challenges don't drain you, they shape you. One powerful way to strengthen your purpose is to set compelling goals. Goals give your energy a target. They give your mind a direction. They give your heart something to pursue. When you set goals that excite you, your days gain structure and momentum. Small steps suddenly feel significant because they're part of something bigger. Progress becomes joy, and effort becomes fulfillment. Happiness comes naturally when you feel you're moving towards something meaningful. Another key part of purpose is contribution. Humans are wired to feel happier when they give, help, support, or uplift someone else. Contribution connects you to a sense of significance beyond your own needs. It reminds you that your life has the power to influence others. Whether it's offering kindness, sharing wisdom, being present for someone, or using your skills to make a difference, every act of contribution strengthens your inner joy. When you focus on giving rather than only receiving, you create a stream of happiness that flows back to you. Purpose also requires honesty with yourself about what you truly want, what you truly value, and what kind of life you genuinely desire. Many people live according to expectations, not intentions. They chase what others approve of instead of what their soul calls for. This creates internal conflict. And conflict creates unhappiness, but when you align your actions with your authentic desires, you experience a quiet strength, a certainty, a peace that no external success can replicate. Living with purpose doesn't eliminate difficulty, but it gives difficulty meaning. It doesn't prevent storms, but it gives you an anchor. Happiness becomes easier because you're not drifting, you're directing. You're not reacting, you're creating. You're not waiting for life to feel good. You're actively shaping a life that feels fulfilling. When you choose purpose, you choose a life of intention, growth, and impact. You choose a life where every day, no matter the situation, holds meaning. And when life feels meaningful, happiness stops being temporary and becomes a constant companion, built from within and strengthened through every step you take.